Hey, good morning, everybody. Today's Wednesday, December 2nd, 2009. Sometime in the next 15 seconds, my partner Fred Weaver will be joining us. I'm Kevin Kauffman of Group 4610, Arizona's premier short. This is Fred. Like I said, he missed us. He went a little around, a little farther the first time. Anyways, guys, like I said, this is Fred. I'm Kevin. We're Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team, bringing you Short Sale Power Hour today. We've been talking about lead generation. We've been talking about lead conversion. What are we going to do for them today, Fred?
It's role play day.
Oh, you guys love that. Anybody in real estate loves role play. Not like you're thinking either.
Ring ring.
Hello?
Yes, is Kevin or Fred in, please?
This is Kevin. What can I do for you?
Hi, Kevin. My name's Joe. I was referred
Joe,
to
how's
you
it going
from Coach Collard.
Coach, Coach Collard referred you over to us.
I'm doing good
Great.
today. I'm doing good. Listen, I have a situation. I need to sell my home, and I think I need to do one of those short sale things.
Okay, great. Well, you definitely called the right place. Coach Collard's a good friend of mine. He's referred a lot of people to us because he knows we take care of our clients.
Perfect.
So,
hey, Kevin. But before we get too far, I got to tell you up front, I'm a little scared.
Okay.
I've been talking to my mom and dad and my neighbor Jerry, and he. Well, anyway, they've all been telling me that I should probably just let my home go to foreclosure.
Okay.
That I could run into like some tax consequences, and that my credit would be better. And
you're gonna hear. I'm sorry, you said.
And that I might be
right?
a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Joe, you're gonna hear all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna take care and answer all those questions for you. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So I'll tell you what, Joe. If you wouldn't mind, here's what I like to do with all my new clients.
Yeah. Well, I've got a list of questions.
Hold on a second, Joe. I'm gonna answer all your questions. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Okay,
Thanks,
cool.
Kevin. I appreciate that. I'm a little nervous if you can't tell.
That's okay. I've done this a couple hundred times.
Sounds good.
You good with that?
I'll trust you.
Coach sent you to me because he knows I can take care of you. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about my team, my process, and our results, which is most important, okay, in short sales. Okay. And then I'm going to talk to you about the next step and what we need to do to decide if we're going to work together. Because you've got to decide if you want to work with me, and to be perfectly honest, I need to decide if I want to work with you. Fair enough?
Fair.
Okay, great. So a little bit about my team. Group 4610, my business partner and I, Fred Weaver, started our team about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago now. We've closed over 200 short sales in that time.
Wow.
That's a big number, but that's not impressive. The impressive number is the fact that we've closed 90% of all the short sale listings we've ever taken. That's what you should be impressed with, Fred.
Okay.
Or Joe.
Well, I heard that like not very many short sales closed.
And that's why you should be impressed with my 90%. In fact, anywhere from, I've heard as low as 20% nationally to as high as 40% of all short sales closed. Either way, a 20% chance of success is horrible. A 40% chance of success is horrible. I think 90% is much higher. Okay. Now, I'm not going to guarantee it, Joe, because I can't tell you for 100% certainty I can get your deal closed, because there's just too many variables and moving parts here in a short sale. But what I can tell you is if the deal can get done, my team can do it. You good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So here's what we've got. We've got a very detailed system and process. The first thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to send you an email here as soon as we hang up the phone.
Okay.
In that email, I'm going to give you a link to my website. But not just any page on my website. I'm going to have you go to my homeowners frequently asked questions page.
Okay.
The reason I'm going to have you read that, Joe, is exactly what you mentioned when we first got on the phone. You mentioned you heard something from your mom and dad and from your cousin and I think your cousin's uncle's neighbor. And everybody, that's great, but like I said to you a few seconds ago, about 20% of all short sales actually close, right?
Yes.
I told you that I closed 90%?
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably got a little bit of different system and process, right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
So not that everybody else is wrong, but mine's right. So I want you to understand how my team and I take on a short sale and what our process looks like.
Okay.
So I want you to read through that page, and I've got a frequently asked questions page, and you're going to read through it. It's going to answer all the questions that you have. I'll be honest, it's going to answer questions you haven't even thought of yet, but you will at some point in this transaction, and therefore I think it's important for you to know about ahead of time.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the tax piece and the credit piece and all those things that you have questions on, and if for some reason my website doesn't answer your questions enough, then great, let's get back on the phone again tomorrow. I'll answer all your questions that are specific to you. You good with that?
Yeah, that sounds
okay,
really
great.
good.
What was your email address again?
It's joe@joe.com.
Okay, great. Time out. Okay, guys, did you see how that went right there? Fred, you got any commentary on that?
No, I mean, I think what's important, and I played it up a little bit. I wasn't as difficult as some people we talked to. I'm just being honest with you.
More difficult than others.
But I was definitely more difficult than others and kind of like trying to express my concern, but it is real, guys. The piece that I liked there we want you to catch is that Kevin literally stopped me in the middle of all my questions, not because he wasn't trying to connect with me or not because he didn't want to care about my situation, but if you're not the one asking questions in a consultation, then you're not in control. Meaning that the person, think about this, for those of you at home who have never thought about that, the person that's in control is always the one asking questions.
I don't care if that's a buyer consultation or a seller consultation, guys.
I don't care if it's on the phone with your negotiator. If the negotiator is the one spitting out questions, they're in control. When you're the one that's asking them questions on how their process works,
You're definitely not in control.
You're now in control. Yeah. So I think it's really important that you guys caught that. And this may not seem huge to you, but what Kevin just did was give you our first part of our system, which is to slow everybody down, direct them to our website where they'll get all their questions answered on credit, tax consequences, judgments, and liens. Yep. How long does this take? Will my bank work with me? Do I have to be behind on payments? Do you charge a fee, et cetera, et cetera? All those questions are answered on our website. And that's essentially what it is. I think that was the key part. So tomorrow, I know we're gonna go into.
We're actually gonna go through the website tomorrow, right?
Part 2, okay, yeah. And I'll let you finish this conversation up with telling them what the other second piece you're gonna do besides asking me to go to the frequently asked questions pages.
Okay.
Asking me to fill out our short survey.
So here's the last part. When I send Fred or Joe, if you will, the email there with all the frequently asked questions questions of that page of our website, the other thing I'm going to send him is a link to my short sale form, because I want to do 2 things here. One, I need to gather some information from him so I have an understanding around what I'm dealing with, and 2, I'm going to allow him to gain access to my short sale package so that way he has an understanding of what he's going to have to do homework wise in order to work with me on the front, on the front side. We've talked about that in previous episodes of shortsalepowerhour.com where we actually give the sellers some homework. I think most of you are doing that as well. So guys, join us tomorrow. I promise it's going to be informational. We're going to talk about how we actually use our website to convert our prospects. And until then, 1, 2, 3. Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour! Crush it!